This video is actually a redo. I went into lots of detail the first time and I've realized I really don't need to. John Walker is a senior editor at Rock Paper Shotgun. He also advertises his position on his social media account, minus the senior bit for whatever reason. He was made aware that there have been bomb threats in DC at a Gamergate meetup. He doesn't seem too interested or to care to look into it, but whatever. I can show you right here that there absolutely was at least one, and apparently there was another one that caused police to evacuate people. You can look that up yourself quite easily. That's not the point of this video. Rock Paper Shotgun has covered threats before when they've disrupted gaming things. In this case, it's about 300 gamers being evacuated out of a venue they were having a party at because there was a bomb threat. Actually a bit more severe than what they reported on, as the people, if they were scared, they couldn't just cancel. They were in the place that was being threatened. At the bottom of the article, they make the claim, RPS is staunchly opposed to any and all harassment, abuse and threats. What does that official statement mean about them? I presume it means at least their senior staff agree to that. They are staunchly opposed to this kind of behavior. So, how did one of their senior editors respond when he started hearing about an alleged bomb threat in DC? Oh lordy, some gathering of the GG dipshits is fapping itself into an ecstatic frenzy because of some supposed bomb threat. In case anyone's unaware, fapping refers to masturbation. He's saying that these people derive sexual pleasure from the threats. I guess part of his alleged staunch opposition to threats is responding to people telling him that they've happened by saying that the people are making them up and masturbating about it. He proceeded to make this tweet. Obviously, anyone who makes a bomb threat is a turd, as if it needs saying, but, good gravy, they're delighted it happened. If you're gonna say, sending threats is bad, but, I'd expect the thing coming after that to be, but at least nothing actually happened. Not, but they liked it. My point here is simple. Why did they do that first story I showed you of Anita Sarkeesian? Is it just because it's a threat? Do they always respond sensitively to threats? One of the senior editors certainly does not in public social media. And somehow RPS thinks they can make this big statement about their moral fiber, say we always staunchly oppose this. They don't. They don't actually. Does someone who staunchly opposes threats say, this threat's bad, but they're delighted by it? Does someone who's staunchly opposed to threats bring up very specifically who is supposedly getting the threats and then say that they're masturbating about it? This tells me it's conditional. This tells me there's a huge bias in their senior staff when it comes down to the website saying we as a whole oppose all these threats. And you can't really trust it because you see the behavior of one of their senior editors. Can you trust anything else they're doing? If a senior editor for a publication behaves like that and undermines statements the publication has made about their beliefs, can you believe that they actually act in the public interest and are not just saying they hold certain opinions to get on your good side? In other words, can you believe that they're transparent? I'll give you a simple question. If the website doesn't cover this, having seen the senior editor's reaction to this and his opinion of the people being threatened, will you believe it's just incidental that they didn't cover it and it wasn't due to his personal dislike? Would you believe that they actually thought the right choice to serve the public interest was to not run that story after becoming aware of it? I don't think so. They've shown that beyond having a slant, they're willing to lie about the slant they have actively by saying they care about all threats. Oh no, we're so sensitive, we oppose all this, and then have your senior staff act like that in public. No. If they don't cover it, now that I know a senior staff member is aware of it, I'm going to suspect that it's down to just extreme bias and that their primary purpose is not serving the public interest, but rather whatever they feel like doing, whatever they feel like pushing and using a platform for, while pretending to have a different approach. To be clear, it's not just that they're covering one threat and not another, it's that they cover that, they say that they care about all threats, and then demonstrate that they do not. It tells me they're sneaky. You know, I can handle a scummy blog that's upfront about its scumminess. But once something that pretends to be outstanding has a bit of hypocrisy exposed, I can't trust a word they say. But, as usual, that's just another one of my harmful opinions.